Today I wanted to talk about customer service and manufacturing in this country, and actually there's going to be two different videos. This first one is a much more customer service oriented one. I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. I don't know whether I'll be changing anybody's minds if they don't, but here it is. Time Warner. I am in Austin, Texas, and obviously it's one of the things I use. Time Warner's, without a doubt, not only do they have the worst customer service in their industry, but really in any industry I've encountered. And I've encountered quite a few being in the tech field, I guess, for lack of a better word. Anyway, a quick rundown, and these are more, since I have to do with, when I deal with Time Warner, it's more with personal issues, and the last few months I've dealt with one for me and one for a friend of mine. And I'll try and make this narrative as quick as possible just to illustrate how bad they are. Back in January, I decided to switch to Uverse. I wanted to consolidate. I had Time Warner for my internet, I had DirecTV for my television, and I had Vonage for my phones. I switched to Uverse. Uverse is an entirely another story. They're pretty close to Time Warner. I decided after a month I just could not deal with Uverse. They lied to me about quite a few things, and I decided to go back to Time Warner. Well, not Time Warner, but back to where I was. Went back to DirecTV. They gave me a very good deal to come back because I could have been completely disconnected from them. Half price off the first year, 25% off the second year. Vonage gave me an even better deal. I had been paying like $50-60 before, and Vonage has been in some class action suits about what they've done. And I have 2 phone lines. I am now paying $25 total for a year, and plus it doesn't go up after that, which is phenomenal. Time Warner, I had a fight with. I went through a fight with them, and first they wouldn't do anything. Then they, I had the turbo. I was paying $45 a month. They were giving me a deal on it. Fought with them for like 2 days. Finally, I called up, talked to the right person. They gave me my old deal back. They didn't give me any better deal. They just gave me my old deal back, and I took it. Now today I come back. They're supposed to give it to me for a year. 6 months later, they say it was only good for 6 months. I'm on the phone with the guy trying to get through. I get disconnected. I'm on my voice over phone through Vonage. Apparently he's doing something, disconnects my whole internet for a couple minutes. He did try and call back. In all fairness, I didn't hear my cell phone ring. Okay, but that's not the only thing. A month after I went back to Time Warner, back in, I guess it would be February, since this is August, I get a call from them one morning. And I don't answer because I'm assuming they just want to know about how their customer service was, which I didn't like, so I wasn't going to really talk to them. Don't answer. A few minutes later, I get up, go check my email, do my morning routine, come back in. My internet's not working. There's no outages in my area. I call them up. Come to find out that they have turned off my internet because they claimed that back in 2009. I had an outstanding bill for $150, and I had to pay them another $150 to get it turned back on. Now, first, the address was in a totally different location than I was in. I've lived in my house for 13 years in North Austin. This is in South Austin. Couldn't do it. Had to try to fight with them about it. Who keeps records from back in 2009? Most people don't, and I don't. And finally, I had to pay them $150. But I told them, you know, as soon as Google Fiber comes into Austin, which they will be next year, I'll be out of there. Okay. Then last week, after I paid them $150, I get a call from a collections agency saying I owe Time Warner another $175, which is a complete lie. Called Time Warner. They said you got to talk to risk management. It takes me 2 days, about 6 phone calls to finally get through to the right department. Risk management just tells me, hey, just tell them you don't owe that the bill's paid. So basically, they tweaked my credit for nothing. Now here's the second half of the story for someone else. A friend of mine, their DVR isn't working right. They're remodeling their house. I fixed the TV up for them. I get everything set. It's a big house. They decided to get a second modem for the downstairs. I go get the modem and the DVR for them at the Time Warner store. Take it back. Have a couple of issues with it on the phone. I'm talking to the woman. She doesn't know what she's doing. I'm a tech guy. I know a lot about networks. I finally told her, you know what, I'll figure it out myself. It turned out the type of encryption that the wireless part of this router was set for, because it was an all-in-one, wasn't correct. Just had to change that, and that was fine. Then all of a sudden, everybody connected. But the other problem was they never initialized the modem. They didn't tell me that on the phone. They had to initialize. It was brand new. They needed the MAC address. Call them back up. It takes them another half an hour. They finally do it. Go on my way. Next day, one of the kids calls me and says, hey, the modem upstairs isn't working anymore. What did you do? I didn't do anything. Turns out Time Warner, when they set up the new modem, turned off the old one. When I called them about that, they said, well, you never said you were going to use two. You said you were just going to use one, and that you needed, that we only weren't charging you. And when I was in the office picking up the second modem, I told them, she goes, it's going to be $50 more a month if you have two Time Warner modems in the house. I said, yeah, that's fine, go ahead and set it up. So they didn't do it. So they messed that up too, and that took another half an hour on the phone. You know, Time Warner's insane. They have the worst customer service anywhere. Whether you can get Cox. Now in Austin, you've only got a choice between AT&T and Time Warner and DirecTV and Dish Network. If you get into the outlying areas, you get, you know, some things in the, and really out in the burbs, you have to do like Wild Blue and things like that, which are way too expensive. But if you get up into the Georgetown area, which is just north of Round Rock, you can get like Suddenly, Georgetown, Leander. I would go with anybody, literally, but Time Warner. Time Warner's horrible, and they're going to have to step up their game majorly next year because Google Fiber starts up here at the beginning of January 2014. And I know I will be jumping ship so fast it'll make their heads spin. You know, I mean, they want to try and charge me almost $70 a month for Turbo right now, which I was only supposed to be paying about $45, and I can get Google Fiber internet, which is 1 gigabyte, compared to 25 megabytes for the same price. You know, they're insane, and they're not doing good customer service. So again, I'm probably not telling anybody anything they don't know. Maybe this is just a little bit of a vent, but this is a tech blog, and for any of you out there going, moving, whatever, don't use Time Warner. I mean, they're all bad, but Time Warner's the worst. And just keep it in mind and remember it, and you'll be much better served not having them. Anyway, I hope you're having a good Labor Day weekend. This is John, and I'm out.